Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. I was, amazingly enough, I was able to... Because normally I have, like, these, like, oh, I'm getting ready to... starting soon screen here, because I spend time trying to get my, you know, call to action done in all the Discord servers that allow me to do a call for action, because, you know... Ow! You can't bonk me while I'm off screen. That's not fair. Go to my throne and gift me something, Masonic. Yeah. Alright, here I am. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi, thank you. The boops is in the wrong spot, unfortunately, because, like, you know, that's obviously set up for when it's in the corner or something, not for when I'm in the, you know, here into the chatting screen. I don't exactly have, like, a really good way to, set up the thingy-madiggies. So yeah, and what's more is that, like, so there's just my seated frame down here, full frame here. Interesting. Pajama donkey. I will when I get paid. Oh, nice! Sorry, just forgive me. I am stimming right now. Just, I would, but my account is $92 overdrawn. Okay. Alright. First and foremost, holy shit. I hope you'll get better, Masonic, financially speaking. The go to my throne and contribute to something or pay or buy me something was done sort of in jest. A little bit of like, oh, wouldn't that be funny if, like, you know, simply demanding ending to be paid or something like that is what is the difference between people going to my throne and not going to my throne. But I'm not exactly, like, comfortable doing that if you're not in a, you know, a financial state to be charitable. Because that is essentially is what, like, Throne, Coffee, and the subs are, is that they are, you know, just sort of little indicators of, like, hey, I like your content, and here's a little incentive to, like, keep doing it and what have you. It's not a guarantee, it's not an exchange of, like, monetary for a service, or to, like, a product to service the Zeebs, so the Zeebs does something else. Also, I'm still gonna be doing this, like... So yes, I am going to be... was gonna sub to you too. Look. You're $92 overdrawn. Do not worry about it, okay? I am not advocating for people to be in financial ruin for the zebra, okay? I am not that big of a streamer where you're gonna find me going, oh, guys, it's $5. Can't you find $5 to sub? Like, I'm not gonna be like that. I wonder what's happening to that streamer girl, the one that, like, you know, everyone shared with her, like, sitting in her fucking... Like, she was in some sort of, like, cubby corner. She was in, like, a weird pitched a tent on her bed situation and was like, oh, why can't you sub to me? It's just $5. Don't you have $5? I don't know what's happened to her. I wonder if it's one of those cases of, like, oh, she's had to, like, you know, sort of tone down on the streaming career. Forfeit all mortal possessions to the Zeebs. Correction. Forfeit all... Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna copy that text. It's not gonna be forfeit all mortal... It's gonna be with consent. Forfeit all mortal possessions to the Zeebs. With consent. That needs to be consensual. You can't just, you know, fuck around and ruin yourself financially or mentally for the zebra. Because, as I always say, IRL takes priority to anything on the internet and what have you. Which is why I will unfortunately not be doing a community party stream on Saturday. I know it's a little bit late notice, like the week of, being like, oh hey, we can't do this stream. But you're gonna have to forgive the Zeebs for doing this. No, don't pull the lever, Masonic. I'm explaining why they... Oh. So yeah, so there isn't going to be a community party stream on Saturday because your Zeebs fucked up. I fucked up. I was actually meant to be working that day. It is way too late for me to, like, change that. And what's more is I kind of need to work that Saturday in order to help facilitate, like, a break in the future. So, yeah, I have to work that Saturday, which means there won't be a stream on Saturday. Sunday will be December 1st, and I need to be doing chores, and I will need to be reevaluating, like, finances and what have you, because I at least get paid this week. Also, did you just pull a fucking car out of the lake, Masonic? How the fuck did you do that? Also, hi there, Sage. You gonna be listening with love while you pass out? It's 3 a.m. Not to worry. You know what? While that is happening, let's just go straight to the game. And let me just shrink myself down to the... There we go. So, right at the get-go, it's just gonna be a lot of side quest nonsense. Oh yeah, this game decides to, like, lock away my hotkeys. So I have to go into here. Weirdly enough, the controller still works so long as I'm not actively in the thing. So maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's the trick, is like I just have the game running full screen or something like that, and then, you know,
more or less. Lots to catch up
focus is actually not in the game.
on. I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Look, I'll be real. The personal catch-up is kind of important. Oh my... What the fuck? Bobbert? You are still streaming up to this hour? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream. My name is Grant. I am a variety himbo streamer. I am currently in PNGtuber form because this game is a little bit intense. I can't do face and hand tracking in this game without my CPU being absolutely painful and deciding to ruin the stream for everyone else. So, to compensate for that, I shall be sitting in my little corner all the way over here.
Did you see it?
Zipper Zach getting the exclusive horse introduction. Oh wait, we could be talking to Davin. Also, the boops are not working. Why is the boops not working? That is the sound of horse. Thank you for the ease. Alright, why is my thingamadiggies... Hang on. Why are my props, like, all over the fucking place? So, yeah, props are there. And then if I go to the gaming screen... Nope. Okay, so the props are in the foreground elements, perhaps? So, foreground elements. Okay, so 3D is fully in there. Alright, I'm just gonna half-ass this and just shrink it down to, like, this. That should work. So, no idea if these redeems are gonna work or not. Hope you've been... So, yeah. Trapped in PNG jail. Yep. So, yeah. This is gonna be a stream of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, you might be wondering if there's gonna be a lot of spoilers. Technically, yes, because this is a brand new game, Dragon Age the Veilguard. I'm a fan of Dragon Age, so I was going to go into it whether or not it was going to be seen as shit, mid, or amazing. Because I'm going to be real with you, BioWare games have always been mid. I don't know why people have thought, like, oh, Dragon Age Origins is the best Dragon Age game because it's so dark. I hate Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins, like, people enjoying it because it's like, oh, it's so dark. It's like, it's a very surface-level interpretation. BioWare did all that dark nonsense, and I'm gonna be real with you, doesn't really play into it even further into Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, and by this point, Veilguard, other than, you know, the mages treatment and shit like that, because we can't get enough of, oh, we gotta subjugate the mages because they could possibly crack the world. But yeah, no, Inquisition is my favorite, and we're gonna see how this is. You have to head off to bed, but I hope you have a great night. Not to worry, Bobbert. Thank you so much for raiding in. I hope you all have a wonderful time here. Thank you for joining in. Zyup Ghost, Big Top Tanuki, and Zippy Zack. There we go. Zippy Zack. All right. Safe from tiny monsters, I'd say.
Well, when the army of miniature monsters invade, we'll know how to beat them. Size is nothing. A Rygar can ruin your day with one bite. The poison swells your brain.
That could explain Solus.
Yeah.
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Oh yeah, and you can romance this man. Who's it for?
Who you doing it for?
Balmore, that imbecile, lecturing on things he doesn't know about.
Thank you for the follow, Big Top Tanuki. I greatly appreciate it.
Down with a lucky shot
Welcome,
makes
welcome.
him a champion.
I thought I was following already. Hey, look, that's fine. Like, you know, I'm just a himbo zebra on the internet. I mean, there's all kinds of himbo horses. I mean, you could have mistaken me for Fiona Murray. You could have mistaken me for Gideon Haas. And there's like probably a dozen other like Haas, himbo, bimbo, thembo characters. We're all over the place. So, and besides, yeah, you got important shit. You got your own stream, don't you? You're a big time streamer, aren't you? Like, hang on, big. Oh, I wrote big. Hopefully is this the right clip shout out? Hopefully I'm writing this correctly. Yes, I am. Awesome. Look at this.
They better not fucking appear at the end of this fucking tunnel.
POV, oh, hang on. Bang, bonk. I was gonna say POV, the macro vor hired a throat doctor. Thank you.
It's
not
collectible.
to worry. So yeah. All right. So yeah, this guy was saying he's like over it. Thinks taking a rock right down with a lucky shot makes him a champion. Sculpting toys does.
I think he'd know better. It's sculpting toy monsters that makes you a champion.
That's right. He never understood. You're a funny one.
I couldn't help it.
We have the sarcastic option again. We haven't had this since Dragon Age 2, where I'm gonna use it as often.
Expertise.
Just I'll read it.
Sounds like a fun read. I'm in.
You have to buy it first.
Where's the Gloomhowler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is.
Also, this is Asan. Oh my god, another raid by Bruiser Bunny. I am so sorry, Bruiser Bunny. Honey, I had already recently shouted out someone else. Welcome everyone. Hang on. Welcome everyone. My name is Grant. I'm actually, you know what? Welcome everyone. My name is Grant. I'm a variety himbo streamer. Thank you, Bruiser Bunny, for the raid. I'm not seeing any messages. Has everything gone all right with your stream? Bruiser Raid, there we go. Bruiser Raid, thank you, Commander Ender Pollins. Thank you. How is the game? So far, I'm enjoying it. I'll run you, so right now we're talking with, Davrin. He is our Grey Warden for the game, because every single one of our games in Dragon Age, we've had to have a Grey Warden. Dragon Age Origins, not only were you the Grey Warden, but you also had Alistair, who was a Grey Warden. Over in Dragon Age 2, you had Anders, who was a Grey Warden who ran the who, technically is still a Warden, but isn't, really wanting to do much because he's got the spirit of vengeance in him and he just wants to blow shit up. And your brother, he turned into a Warden depending on choices, so he fucked off. And then meanwhile, in Dragon Age Inquisition, you had Blackbeard as your, Warden Whatsamahuzi. So, spoilers, Blackbeard was not saying everything correctly, but we don't think about that because, some people might not be watching Inquisition, and, that changes, obviously, when you get through the DLC of Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser, which I absolutely love. You love this series? Fantastic to hear. I have picked up all the different companions that we have been able to get. We've had one major choice recently. Actually, let me just get through Davrin and I'll run you through, what I've done so far.
In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Go easy on him.
Maybe, but go easy on him. He's still getting the hang of things.
He runs into an ogre, it won't care. It'll eat him for lunch. I didn't mean your lunch.
Too late. You said the magic word. See you around.
But yeah. So, I very much enjoyed my time in Dragon Age Inquisition. Shoutouts to Cole. I absolutely love him. He is autistically coded, no doubt, and he was just such a great character. And since I was playing as a... Holy shit, that is a fucking demon. Good sculpting. Alrighty, so, recap. Right now, you would have seen from the trailers, Solus was trying to do some sort of fucked up ritual. We intended to stop him. 2 elven gods pop out from that little thing he's done. Now, what the trailer does not demonstrate to us is Solus was doing some sort of ritual that would have tear down the Fade, and while tearing down the Fade, he was going to redo a jail that he did for the Evanurans, who were the elven mages who had such power that they were seen as elven gods in human form. And so, now 2 of them are out in the world. I can't properly pronounce their names and what have you, but we'll see them again, no doubt. They control the Blight and shit. So now we have an explanation as to why the Blight was in the in the Fade to begin with, and why it has this really crazy magical properties and shit like that when it, bursts out into the real world. And these 2 elven gods are now out and about they're also trying to rip open the Fade or something like that. Thank you for the boops, Jack. Jack, welcome, welcome. I'm just doing a quick rundown. And we're trying to stop them. We are the Veilguard. Here we have Lucanus. He comes from the Antivan Crows. And everything about him feels like a Spanish opera coming out in the, in murder form. If we can have that man talk to us, it would have been amazing. Flour-covered grocery list. A list in Lucanus' handwriting. Spring onions, green cabbage, short grain rice, vinegar, white for pickling, vinegar, dark for dipping with bread, coffee beans for Nev when she is back. Cinnamon, please! Signed, Pilar. If it can be found. The Antom's navy takes its share from whatever trading ships pass through Trevisio. So yeah, so as we were collecting our posse for like the Veilguard and shit, we had a major choice we had to make. Minrathos, which was like a sort of major city in the Tevinter Imperium, and Trevisio, which is an Antivan city, were under attack by Blight and dragons and shit. We had 2 options. Either protect Minrathos, which was our native city, which had the potential of, like, being overrun by the Venatori, who are the crazy Magisterium, Tevinter Imperium, like, zealot fascists and what have you. Or help out Lucanus in saving his city, Trevisio, which is currently being controlled by the Antom, and is a merchant city. They don't have a standing army in Antiva. I went with saving Trevisio, so he's a little bit thankful for that. Nev, who's back in that building, she's the one with the peg leg and ice magic. She didn't appreciate that because she is a native of Minrathos, and she thought because I was also a native of Minrathos that I would help protect the city. But I made the decision of, no, we are going to say Trevisio. They don't have a standing army. The Antom there very much are interested in, taking over the city, and they could have easily have sided with the bad guys and such like that. I was hoping What's-a-Mahuzi would protect themselves as best as they could. Trevisio needed the more attention.
Professor Emmerich, you know that confusing part of the lighthouse?
The crystalline wards that syncopate against the astrolabe?
That's it. I think I found out what they're... Oh, I'm sorry.
Quite all right. Working late?
These are my 2 favorite characters right now.
Later.
Alright, so, over here, we have Emmerich. Now, when we first met him, and he has Manfred with him, you'll get to meet Manfred shortly, I'm pretty sure this man is a gay elder of some kind. And then here's Balara, my beloved, another, like, I'm gonna be real with you. I think she's autistically coded as well in this game. She is one of the Veil Jumpers. She's very knowledgeable in all the Fade nonsense as well, but more for like elven artifact stuff. Whereas, you know, our buddy over here is very knowledgeable in the Fade, like spiritually. Absolutely fantastic. Also, Scout Harding from Dragon Age Inquisition is with us from all the way over there. And one of the more recent companions we've got is this lady here. This big lady named Tarsh. She breathes fire. I didn't fucking know that, you know, Kunari had an ability to breathe fire, or that it was ever possible, so... news to me. Also, hi there, friendly pylon.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
Wild_Sable1337 paid me to say Kermit Fozzie you kidnapped Jack Black, that's illegal. Fozzie Kermit, what's more illegal, minorly inconveniencing
Jack Black or destroying the Muppets?
Kermit kidnapping Jack Black Fonzie.
I bet you wish that I had one of those, like, AI, like, programs for the TTS bot, so then that way you could have had, like, the voice of Kermit or the voice of Fozzie. So it's like, Fozzie, you kidnapped Jack Black, that's illegal! But Kermit, what's more illegal? Minorly inconveniencing Jack Black or destroying the Muppets? I don't know if I did a really good impression. Don't rate me, please. What do you do?
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
Orders.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Interesting.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Oh, that would have been terrible.
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
I like puzzles, honestly.
Puzzles give you a chance to test your wits, to prove you're smart enough to beat whoever designed it.
Ugh.
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It had these 3 poles with sets of different sized rings on 2 of the poles.
And you had to move the rings over to the 3rd pole, and the rings had to be sized right and crap?
Yep.
Yes, you've seen it?
That thing is Vashadon.
Fun fact, that's normally used as, like, some sort of, like, cognitive test with monkeys. Because apparently, like, I can't remember, like, how many rings there are. I think it's, like, it's either 3 or 4 rings. And the idea is that you have to get it from the 1st pole to the 3rd pole in as few moves as possible. I remember this from the Planet of the Apes film.
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
Most of us shadow dragons are wanted for worse than theft. But if some lords are in it for themselves...
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap.
That is bullshit. Isabella has definitely stolen crap.
That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is. How much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The lords send that stuff back to the Kunari in Parvalin. They pay the lords a finder's fee. I
think I know why Isabella would do that. Alright, if none of you are familiar, Isabella is actually, like, we've seen the character Isabella in Dragon Age Origins. She's the reason, like, we learned, like, a rogue build or something, so you can do, like, you know, rapier moves and shit like that. But she became a companion during Dragon Age 2. This is very critical. This is going to come up on the test. While in Dragon Age 2, the Kunari, like, some Talva shock or some shit like that, you know, get lost in a storm and end up in the free marshes, in this case in Kirkwall, where we are. They are not going to leave this place. They're a conquering sort of society. And they also have a vested interest in actually, you know, sticking around, because turns out someone stole a culturally significant, like, I think it was like a book of the Qun or some shit as well. Like, it was something very important, but it's something worth a lot of money depending on who's asking. Guess who was responsible for stealing that shit? Wrong, Isabella. Any whoosies. If you try and convince her to give up the thing, no, she ain't gonna give that up. She will more likely turn tail and shit like that, because the Kunari are interested in getting that back and killing her for, you know, stealing it from them and shit like that. So, this part here where it's like, oh, if it's a cultural item, they send it back to the Kunari in Par Volin and get like a finder's fee for it. The second half is get a finder's fee. They get money for it. But the second reason for why they're not sending it to, like, rich folk, because let's be real with you, selling it to someone outside of the Kunari would get you way more money than giving it back to the Kunari, because I imagine the Kunari would be fucking stinkers about the finder's fee. Here's the thing, though. Isabella probably has trauma from the last time they stole something culturally significant. They nearly had an entire city get razed to the ground. So, this case, it's like, you know...
Interesting. The lords do all this out of the goodness of their hearts?
We do get paid. Name another job where you get danger pay for killing giant spiders.
It was a holy scripture book. Yeah, okay, so it sounds like something related to the Qun.
People. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The lords gave her work.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us, but that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Yeah, thank you, Wild Saber. Holy scripture book, so something related to their Qun.
We're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
We should do this again. Grab a drink, share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
Awesome, we got a companion quest we can go through now. Alrighty. Alright. Tracking that. Alrighty. Alright, travel to the crossroads. Changing our companions, so... I'm gonna go with Tarsh for a while, and good old Emric! Alright. Let's go check this out. Alright, right at the get-go, we are collecting shit. So... Birds! Oh yeah, she can now, like, do all the, companion nonsense that we weren't able to do last time here. Because there's actually, oh wait, yeah. So the first bit is found up here. Oh, no. Ah, you... I forgot you only need to, like, you know, push up and then release the button. I'm too used to Monster Hunter World, where you press the right bumper to,
Gotcha.
to like sprint because I was playing Monster Hunter World recently. Jack helped me out back on Sunday with the with it, so I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jack. If you're still listening to the stream and watching, I appreciate the help you gave me for the Monster Hunter Worlds. I am now in Iceborne, and holy fucking shit, Pain.
Ravane is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here and there.
Alright, so yeah. Still here, lol. Thank you. Awesome, Jack. Thank you for helping me out in Worlds. Alright, so I have to look for a wolf now. It's gonna be somewhere... Yunk. I think he's over there. Because, yeah, he's, like, pointing in... Oh, hello.
We're not alone.
Vulnerable to... Oh, okay, cool. Easy. Ben Harel altar, giving us a skill point. Honestly, quite useful. Hey, we get ourselves something for our caretaker back at home. But yeah, I am now in Iceborne, but holy shit, Iceborne is a lot trickier than low or high rank. I need to do a little bit of practice and grinding and know how to play... What?
I beg your pardon?
Don't do weird magic to my corpse.
I assure you, a watcher always... Wait, what do you mean by weird?
Death magic. Rook gets my body if I die.
What now?
What?
If that's what you wish.
I wonder if she would think the weird part is like embalming and shit. Because apparently in this universe, burying your dead is not a normal thing. Burning your dead is the common action they use. So, should be good. Always happy to help. Lol, if we're both free and want to beat some moderate, let me know. I'll try to help out. I appreciate that. I honestly think Monster Hunter, like, Worlds Iceborne will probably be another Sunday adventure for me personally. Not on stream, I'm sorry, but it will definitely be happening in my Discord. Or probably at the very least if there's, you know, other people to hang out with. Yep, vulnerable to... What's Mahuzi? Ow, fuck you. I'm sorry, the fuck is that? I keep pressing A to dodge instead of... Okay, playing Monster Hunter on Sunday has definitely, like, fucked up my brain in terms of, like, following the control scheme. Because I was pressing A to dodge instead of, like, you know, B. Because pressing B in Monster Hunter is the whole, you know, doing combat and shit, and pressing the right bumper is sprinting. The Qun is a paradoxical religion as it preaches freedom, but you are not free. If you are a mage, it's best you're dead or a slave. Steal something like a pirate lady, and you're given the choice of death or brainwash enslavement. Basically, the Qun is a religion based around the illusion of choice when you have no choice. The Qun, like, because here's the thing, is like, no one has had a proper reading of the Qun and shit. It's not like... There isn't, like, a condensed copy of the Qun like there is with, like, the Herald of Andrastate nonsense and the Chantry. The Qun is a very fucking massive thing. And they're also, like, a very closeted society. Any interaction with the Qunari has been through their expansionism. It's been through their military arm, which they don't, like, I hate to break it to you, a soldier isn't exactly gonna have a nuanced discussion with you about religion while you're staring down the barrel of a gun. So, and also the meta problem we have with the Qunari. When we first got introduced to Qunari through Sven or whatever the fuck his name was in Origin, Sven, yes, Sven. They were just kind of like you'll get this a lot in fantasy and sci-fi, unfortunately. Whether this is on purpose or accidental is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is that this happens. You will normally have writers make either a society or a species similar to tropes in real life. So, to put into perspective, Mongolians and Asians for the not the Romulan, not the Vulcan. Who are they? What's their name? The Klingons. Thank you, Captain Prower. Welcome. Thank you. So yeah, Mongolian/Asians are represented within the Klingon. In Star Trek: The Next Generation, there was like dudes with giant fucking ears that did a weird like prosthetic attachment that like you could track like the form from the ears to the nose or some shit, and they were all about commerce and trade and money all above all else. And it's like, yeah, that's a very harsh like Jewish stereotype. And they're like, no, because that was the Ferengi. Yes, the Ferengi. Thank you so much. So yeah, sci-fi and fantasy. There's a lot of references, especially in the earlier medium, where they're taking tropes and it's like a little bit problematic and such. The Kunari, to my understanding, were taking a, like, in case it wasn't known, I'm a huge Trekkie. Awesome. So, I wasn't meaning to, like, shit talk about, like, Star Trek. I'm just pointing out in sci-fi and fantasy, and, Star Trek just had some good examples. So, yeah, in Dragon Age, the Kunari are a sort of... It's not a huge, like, point and such like that, but, it depends on your interpretation, but since like, Origins, they have been used as sort of, like, the Muslim equivalent. They have an entirely different religion to ours that's, it doesn't get into the... Because, like, the Tevinter Imperium and the the Ferelden, Thade, and Orlige, they have their, like, squabble over the central religion, which is the Chantry. The Tevinter Imperium believe that they are, there's, like, power and shit like that, and all this, like, wealth and shit with being magical. The Chantry over in Thedas and shit do not want to be magical and shit, and there's an argument of who their, leader is, and, like, the interpretation of the creator, and whether or not, the Herald of Andraste is, a real person, or is, a lie. Meanwhile, the Qun doesn't give a shit about that.
Wait, Death Mage, you eat?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, Death Mage stuff?
I had jam and toast only an hour ago.
So yeah, and what's more is, like, they had him, like, hugely, like, no nonsense, seriously militaristic, and when you met Sven, very, like, he was a character that was very bigoted. He did not understand it. He didn't want to take a minute about anything, like, about the culture of Thedas or Ferelden in this extension. If you were a female warrior, he confronted you about it, of, like, you are a woman. You should have only, like, women tasks. How are you a warrior? There should be only men be warriors, kind of thing. So, oh, hello. Didn't know you were here. So yeah, and then they've obviously changed that. So in Dragon Age Inquisition, for instance, they've done steps to, like, move away from just, having Sven be the mold for all Kunari, because quite frankly, he didn't have horns. That was a limitation of the design, and less about, Kunari being given horns as a distraction. Anywhoosie, so most recently in Inquisition, it's being demonstrated now that if you are someone that is, battle-focused or some shit like that, you would then go through a process of being a man in their society/culture, and that was that. So they've tried to be, like, trans-positive and such, which, good going. Love that you can do trans representation. You just have to be mindful of, are you doing this to avoid a religion being sexist? Because, unfortunately, religions can be sexist and shit. And there can be the nuance of, there could be kunaris. You know, the fact that, you know, Tosh over here, you know, woman, I'm assuming she's, actually, are you a woman? I'm pretty sure you're a woman. So yeah, you could have had female warriors and such, and just leave Sven as a bigot, and then the other Kunari be like, it doesn't matter, like, if you're a man or a woman. The Kyun dictates that you are of use. Because that's the whole point of the Kyun, like, on a deeper investigation, isn't the issue of free choice. It was that, you know, there was no allusion to your place. Because that's what some religions want. Like, original origins of religions were answering questions that couldn't be answered by a singular individual. Where do we go when we die? What is the value of a person that cannot be done instinctively by skill? What are good deeds? What are bad deeds? Like, these are answers that religion played into and such, and they used mysticism, and, you know, it's kind of hard, you know, explaining to, like, a younger child why you should do good deeds for people, because they kind of don't understand, like, the whole psychological nonsense of, oh, if you're being treated poorly by someone, you're not going to treat them well, and us as a society are going to have a very hard time getting along with each other, and it is more beneficial for us to work together. And so, rather than try and deal with, like, nuanced psychological warfare and shit like that to the children, you just go down the route of, ah, yes, well, you don't want to make me upset, so there is a even greater being that you do not want to make upset, and they are, what, let's call them a god. So yeah. Sorry for the... So yeah. Any whoosies. Back to Dragon Age. It'll have, it's probably its own discussions about religion or some nonsense in this as well, considering, you know... Also, did I, like, skip? Search the bodies. Okay. I am going to need to fix that. Oh, wait, no, hang on. There's probably going to be a means to, like, double back, isn't there? Because since this is a revisitable world, I'm pretty sure there is going to be means to, like, travel back. Dunk, dunk. Climb up here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, Emmerich's talking.
That chill, just now. Someone... Yes. A death nearby, some ages ago. What an extraordinary flux of emotions to create such an imprint.
Are you doing death mage stuff?
If I found the right parts, I could ask how they died.
What? Why?
Alrighty, we are now in a place called the Cliff Tops. Oh, hello.
Let's see if it burns.
Cool. No idea how that helps us. I thought that would be more of an Emmerich thing, but okay. Basically, the whole argument is over the Maker's vague passages about magic serving man. Chantry believe magic should serve man, and the Black Chantry believes magic serves man by ruling them. Oh, hello. Activate that, so we have a way of going up and down.
Some kind of puzzle with torches or fires or something. Might get treasure out of it.
Trash talks. Or Tash talks. I hate puzzles, but a lot of spirits in Rivian love them. The seers say the spirits want to encourage Rivain to uphold traditions, paying respect to old cultural stuff. My mother once said it's because spirits don't understand the world. They're trying to figure out the rules so everything makes sense. I think it's all Vashadan. Putting a treasure chest behind a puzzle that makes you do some old cultural thing don't make the world make sense. Why can't they all just put all the treasure chests behind waterfalls like they're supposed to? Added by Emmerich. But isn't it fascinating to see how our cultural practices inform the spirits, who in turn reinforce those practices on us? Nice. 1 skull, 2 skull, 3 skull. Oh! Okay, I see what this thing wants me to do. So, first and foremost... You know, this isn't that hard of a puzzle, Tarsh, so...
Alright.
Or... Tash. I think... Is it Tash or is it Tarsh? I'll figure it out. Any whoosies. Now we just need to find a brazier with 2 corpses. Which should be... Not here. So we... And that's a brazier with 3 bodies. So we need to find a brazier with only 2. Hopefully it's close and not a... God damn it, game. Just don't make the thing swivel so much. Alright, let's have a look. Nice. Okay, that helps. And then we have a wall over here, which I don't really have a way of blowing up from this side, so it obviously wants me to blow it up from another side. Viago, since you said you already had weaponry covered, we've sent mostly alchemical supplies. This should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing up on your new friends in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed-upon drop spot at the waterfall and the cliff tops. Here's to causing trouble for the Antam, wherever they are.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Victims of a surprise attack.
Alrighty, let's climb up here. Alright. Oh, hey, there's a Ferelden statue there, or Fenharel, sorry. Up, here's the skull, and there's a rift there, so no doubt there is someone wanting...
Seems like you're never far from the water in Ravane, one way or another.
Yep, and this one has 2 bodies.
Tosh, you got this?
Yep.
Let's click the hardwood. And then we can go back to the previous place, and we can light up the brazier that has 3 skulls. Smiling Visage. Nope, I'm fine with the helmet I got. I was able to get a fairly good helmet. And then light this brazier.
Look.
Hi there, bookie.
Bet there's something good on the other side.
Oh, several chests, yes. Golden case? Here lies Ty. He died as he lived, saying, "Hold my grog." He buried what was left. Help yourself to his stuff. Goodbye, Ty. I'll see you soon. Don't know how I feel about that one. But yeah, welcome, Bookie. We just solved a puzzle. Granted, it was a fairly easy one. It was just a 1, 2, 3, and then we were done. Yar, there be treasure about.
Another of those Fenharel altars.
How many of these are there? Okay, so he's facing that way. Probably Because there's a rip there. The boss here attempt to help the boss in Treviso. I will not have the butcher complaining that I am hindering his efforts. Gillenane does not reward those who fail. Find the crows and these supplies and bring them to the warden fort. We will deliver both to the butcher to show that the Antam who serve Penchanek are worthy of greatness.
Looks like the Antam got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back.
Okay, so...
Pay back the Antam.
Ah, there he is. Thank you. Did not jump. Did not attempt at all. Yep. No! Oh, you... What's wait? You changed a model. What do you... Oh, do you mean like my character? Yeah, I've updated his hairstyle. I'm gonna be like doing changes to it as we go along as sort of like a narrative arc thing. Took you a while to notice, didn't it? Ooh, interesting.
What? How?
And we get ourselves a chest. Tasha's weapon attacks are always critical against knockdown enemies. Nice. Think Dragon Age is too rough on your PC. You went from 3D to TP 2D? Don't know what you mean. Maybe it was just a momentarily thing? Where is the fourth one? I hear it, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. And we get ourselves another 100 health, which is always helpful. You went from 3D to 2D. Oh, you mean my character. You mean my model. That was a while ago, Wildtype. The QNC mage is like a dangerous animal or fire. They take away the mage's right to choose to prevent magic tyrants and prevent a good mage from becoming a danger through chance. Basically, Chantry wanted control and power to the powerless. The Chantry gave control of those with power, and they could remove choice to the thing that's barely understood to prevent disaster. Overall, mages do not have a good time in Dragon Age unless you are making the rules. Dragon Age is too tough for the PC. For this Dragon Age game... Yes, it is, like, the thing is that it's fairly tough on my CPU, so if I want to do, like, my, you know, 3D render with the hand tracking and such, the CPU gets throttled, which causes all sorts of issue while I play. So, yeah, so, to help avoid that, I have this PC, because I only have the one PC. As cool as it would be to have a second PC to do all the face tracking and such like that, I don't exactly have the electrical bill to properly support having multiple PCs running in my house. I already have one PC that's meant to be a low power PC running all the time. And that's a server. That's running at like 50 cents a day. Running this PC, my main PC, costs me like $2.50 a day. So, yeah, if I was to get like a third PC or, you know, convert the server into a streaming PC, which I'm not looking forward to doing because the reason it's a server PC is because the CPU is absolutely crap. It's only there because of a massive amount of storage. It doesn't have a good CPU. It has like a 6700. It has like an Intel 6700.
Emmerich, please.
I heard Navarra has lots of dragons. You ever see a Wildervale spitter?
I can't say that I have.
You know it can breathe fire or poison gas.
It's not really my area of expertise.
The fire breath is actually just the poison gas. It burns when the dragon breathes.
Ah.
Most dragons always ignite their breath. The spitter's special for being able to choose whether to light it up.
Huh. Oh, Ferelden torches. Alright, this are Grey Warden torches. Sorry, not Ferelden. I'm an idiot. There is a puzzle. Let's have a little peek. Oh, hey, what's here? Hello? Sword and shield. I wonder why... I would love to have a server, just so I could use the excess heat to warm up the house. Not an efficient use of the computer, I will be real with you, to, like, warm it up or some nonsense. But having a server to, like, host, your... Like, 'cause here's the thing. Streaming
Glug,
services...
glug, glug,
Alright,
glug.
let me just have a drink real quick. Streaming services are on a lease. You do not own the content. And what's more is, as has been demonstrated with TV shows like Supernatural, for instance, when when it's converted into being streamed on Netflix, believe it or not, it is actually missing some of the media. Supernatural on Netflix has an entirely different viewing experience as opposed to getting the DVD box set. On the DVD box set, you actually get... So in Season 1, for example, it's very obvious. A lot of the rock songs in Supernatural are not available on Netflix. Those episodes have been dubbed over to avoid any copyright infringement because music company, in their fucking, ego, think that we would want to purchase movies, TV shows, or games, and that their music is a marketable reason to buy that, to watch that movie or TV show, which, I'm gonna be real with you, fucking dumb. No, it isn't. It is used as a artistic choice, such as when Stranger Things decided to use Running Up That Hill by What's-a-Mahoozy Bush. It's a very popular 80s song. It would have been very fucking weird if, her favorite song was not, Running Up That Hill. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, so we need to... Alright, so we need to activate... Ooh, hang on. What? And then activate these two. That was honestly really easy. And it did like a vroom thing, which tells me nothing. It tells me nothing. I do not have an explanation for what the fuck that opened. It's probably for something like...
Yes, Tash?
You smell like a lot of stuff.
I bathed just before we set out.
Yeah. The stuff you shave with smells like potash. Also moss perfume with flowers. It's nice, but also tree sap, dust, and blood. Human.
Ah, I did visit the necropolis earlier to assist with a friend's embalming.
Ugh.
Okay, kind of gross, but also, Tash, you have a very strong sense of smell because you can't exactly smell blood easily, not unless you had, like, a huge fucking quantity of it. I find it funny that the Quinaria has made normal gunpowder, and to everyone else, they need lyrium to make gunpowder, but it's weaker than normal. Yeah, This is the interesting thing about fantasy in the West versus the East. In the West, because of the invention of the gun and how effective the gun was in warfare, the gun is the disillusion of magic and what have you. Like, the gun killed God. Thank you for the boobs there, YY. But in Japan, the gun didn't come in until much later on, and even then it was a bit of a, they mystified it and what have you, because they didn't have, like, a history of the gun, ruining their legend and what have you, and, falling into dark ages with science being the, the return of humanity expansion. Like, to put into context, the pyramids were the tallest structure until Notre Dame. We didn't get a structure taller than the pyramids until Notre Dame. Also, fuck you for having the... Oh, that was easy. Alright, I'm gonna go back upstairs and get me treasure. No one wanted the toll structures. Well, yeah, and plus there was the superstition of toll structures thanks to, Babylon and shit. So. Ow, Kahlua! I'm doing some great explanation. I know it sounds really fucking weird that we're going through, like, a fantasy video game and we're having talks about, like, you know...
Bonker.
You know, tropes and, you know, cultural biases in our species and the interpretations of religion and such, but it's still pretty good. Hey, the Mage Knights got updated. It's better. Bam. And pull this lever. The Warden Vault? Interesting. Hold still. Why are you hitting me? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, there's another level.
Yep.
Alright, can you blast that? Thank you. Thank you. That's now your new redeem. You're just gonna have, like, that guy having all kinds of... He's like, ah, you know your judo well? Get your hands off my penis! Alrighty, so...
But those figures next to it look different. Might be a clue for...
I've been here 3 days now, and I'm so close I can feel it. The treasure the old records talked about is just behind this door. The seals are the key. Find the matching ones and the door should open. They're hidden around the castle. It's almost like the bones are watching me, waiting for me to find these seals. If I get this open, I can go back to Kirkwall rich enough to buy the Viscounty. Running low on food. Ate some of the local plants and my guts are feeling weird. Just gonna close my eyes for a little bit. Okay, so I actually have to find the other two. So I found one of them by accident, I will be real with you. So yeah. Have you seen the Grey Warden Companion yet? Oh, yes. Hang on. So, introductions. This is Tosh. She's a fire-breathing Kunari. I don't know how she's fire-breathing. I can't find the clip I made here. Is it like the hydrate one? Because I saw that. How dare you? I did feature it, though. And over here is Emmerich, who I'm thinking is like a gay elder trope. You'll know more as we go through some of the companion quests and what have you. It might take a bit... Just a little bit of time. Alrighty, Oh, hello. Okay. So... I can't go there. So I'm gonna have to... So did she, like... Hey, nice, you caught a goldfish. Oh, actually, I should probably open this thing, so then that way... There we go. Alright, I saw another, what's-a-mahoozy dude that was like... There it is, right there. So... Whoa! Okay.
Listen, Death Mage.
It's Emmerich, Tash.
Did you leave papers on the table by my room?
Just some gazetteers on death magic.
No, he's trying to educate her.
They might dispel some misconceptions you have about necromancy. Any questions?
Nope.
you have questions. Or it's not that she doesn't have questions, it's that she doesn't care to learn more. She is happy, you know, with the knowledge that she has. She doesn't want to actually learn. She's disgusted by it or what have you and wouldn't care. But we are now going into the quest that is for Tash and what have you. You got a higher bimbo rating than a himbo rating, Sir Dragon. Kahlua can't get a bimbo rating because Kahlua has set up their pronouns. So check this shit out. If I try to do bimbo rating on Kahlua, even though Kahlua might have a bit of bimboism in them, you're not gonna get that when you check Kahlua's bimbo rating. You're gonna get their himbo rating. Good work, Kahlua. Good work on the 58%. But yeah, I have seen the Grey Warden Companion. Also, there was an earlier question about Stalker 2.
Some for you.
I am not going to be playing Stalker 2 on stream.
For the little one. Stupid birds.
Not in like any recent time, I'll tell you.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or...
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues.
They also said that about Sven because he had no horns.
Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Kuhn not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
Lycune isn't a prison. People can leave if they want.
No. The Kuhn is well, okay, maybe the Kuhn is less of a prison of a fortress and more of a prison of the mind.
You little guys hungry?
The followers of the Kuhn don't think there's a what's-a-mahoozy.
Living under the Kuhn?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
You're gonna have to elaborate a little bit further.
There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antom, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Kuhn.
That's not great.
There you go.
But,
Come on.
like, I guess that makes sense.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them.
The Griffins in Dragon Age blood magic both doomed and say... Wait, fun fact about Griffins in Dragon Age. Blood magic both doomed and saved the Griffins. It doomed them because Griffins began dying to the blight from Darkspawn, so an elf blood mage forced a ritual similar to the Grey Warden to become a Grey Warden, but it makes the Griffins blood crazed, and eventually the blight came back in force. It saved them because the elf used blood magic to purify the last batch of eggs. I just thought they were, you know, quote-unquote smart, like dragons not getting the blight.
What the crap is that?
The Antom must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vashvatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Got it.
That's fairly powerful.
What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
Because that looks like metal.
Spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
Probably did at first.
One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
Right. Got him. Got me fish fingies. Ah! You finally fished some fish fingers. Good for yous.
An Antom supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. I'm on it.
Okay, that is some wildly inconsistent fire. You're
Yep.
you're burning through fucking metal as far as I can tell.
Figure out which kinds of metals you could melt.
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
Always break stuff when you can.
This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that.
We're gonna help feed a dragon or some bullshit, aren't we?
Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The feather
Oh.
clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. He's a friend.
Hi.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Drip rain?
What's the difference between drip rain and mist rain?
Drip rain soaks through the clothes. Mist rain just wets the skin. Sorry, I don't know all the words in your language.
No, I get it.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antom when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antom cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
I am sorry the Antom did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antom have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
Everyone likes cookies. Hey, a cat!
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
I'm for that. Living in isolation with, like, you know, only embracing one thing is not normally a good option.
When I joined the Shadow Dragons. And now I'm fighting elven gods. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kuna.
A lost poem translated from Kunlat. Look beyond the sea. White clouds race across the sky. Forget cannon smoke.
Language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antom have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who have only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe.
Can I feed the birds? Nope. I am not allowed to feed the birds. Annoying. Okay, why are we going around in circles?
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
Yeah.
I'd rather you didn't. Because she's sleeping in my base, which means I own the bed. I'm actually next on laundry detail.
She always did like the mouthy ones. In truth,
Wow.
Evitash's taste.
I feel slightly bad, but a bud made the mistake of asking me about Cube, Escape, or Rusty Lake series.
Perhaps
Never heard of this series before.
more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language.
Still a mom.
Anahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was.
Point and click escape room-esque puzzle games. Ah, okay. Probably not something to play on stream if you're, like, feeling bad about, you know, asking you about the Cube Escape or Rusty Lake series. Overwhelm enemies have reduced fire resistance, detonating enemies increase, so more damage against thingy. Yeah, let's go for the bonus ability damage. You don't look terrible. Alrighty, so. There was a corpse. So, this corpse here. And then it just zoomed across. Going all the way to... Oh, that's where the third guy was. Okay, so... Oh, Zeebs, you know your character puts stuff in your room at the start of the game? Well, if you choose a Grey Warden, one of the items is a Griffin toy from you saved and she gave it to you for, quote, since you don't have a Griffin. Aww.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep. And then... around this corner. There they are. Oh, hello. And then... okay. Ah! And that's our second plate. Awesome. Now we just need to find a third lever, which could be any fucking where in this castle. I don't think there was... Bam. There we go. Anything? Oh, hello. Orders came from today. We're abandoning the we've already read this. That's already been read. We already know about that. But yeah, I didn't go for a Grey Warden character. I went for a Shadow Dragon. Because here's the thing, is like the Grey Wardens have a short lifespan. I've learned from like Origins and things. So like we weren't gonna have like, you know, a character that was gonna survive like long term and such. Everyone keeps thinking we will, but we won't.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Can we get a wisp? Where can we find a wisp? Oh. Started something. Panshanek the Blood Eater.
Here comes trouble. Come on.
Is still amongst the living.
Ah, okay, because of this. Yeah. Hey, you're alive!
The Antam kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravane into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival.
When you find the griffin, I think if you're a warden, you have a bigger reaction to seeing a griffin. I imagine we would. There would be unique ones like that. So, but yeah, I went with Shadow Dragon, which probably, thinking about it here and there, probably might not have been the best option for like additional dialogue. Like, it gave me some dialogue at the start, because we started in Minrathos, but it hasn't given me too much. Oh, hello.
Looks like we made a door.
Nice. Hey, a wisp! We need you, buddy. Hello. Alright. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. I know you decide to blink at, like, random intervals and shit, but please stay alive. Over there. Nice. Ooh, hello. Collect that. Open this. Open that. Shadow Breath. And then we pull this lever, which now...
Door's open.
Now that should open the final puzzle room and all that kind of nonsense, so... Yay! So wait, Wild Saber, are you currently going through Dragon Age the Veilguard as well, or have you sort of been absorbing it through Twitch streams and YouTube videos? Because I've not watched anything. I've done my best to try and avoid, like, spoilers regarding Dragon Age the Veilguard and such. I think there was a TikTok that almost spoiled to me the ending related to Solus, but I've been doing my best to avoid it. In we go. Ooh. Grey Wardens and Lords of Fortune increase. Nice. A trusted finery. Let's have a look. Slightly higher bonus ability damage with overall increase to overwhelmed effectiveness. I'll stick to what I found. Ooh. While Shocking Weapon is active, charged attacks deal electric damage in the area around, but remove Shocking Weapon. Yes. Yes, that is just... I'll accept... Because I don't use Shocking Weapon often. So... Yeah, works for me. Alright. Map. Okay, so there's a major chest here that we need to try and get. And there's a quest we can go to there. Open the journal to contact the Grey Wardens or meet Morrigan. Why don't we skip that nonsense? Oh, wrong way. Wrong door. Da 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 da. Did it. So yeah, I just want to go through side quests. I want to improve like the bond I have with my companions, like get through some of their quest lines and such. So, cause yeah, I have options. Dink, there we go. Ah, that's if we want to, like, get out from here. But I don't want to get out from here. I want to try and get up there. And knowing my luck, it's going to be a... Ah, I see how it wants me to... Alright, I see what we're doing, navigation-wise. Twitch. Technically, Warden can live for a long time if they're careful, but don't have their lives cut short if they kill an archdemon, or if they're lucky they hear the calling and go to the deep roads to die. Okay, I thought it was a case of... Oh, damn it. I thought it was a case of, like, they just... Because of the whole, like, tainting and whatever, it was, like, Deep Road Calling was, like, one good option-ish, but overall, it was... They were gonna die young. They were gonna die in 10 years. That's what I thought was going on. Imperial Weave. Open the chest. No. Not worth. Because I thought that's what was happening with the Grey Wardens, like, when they go through the Darkspawn ritual and shit, is that unfortunately, they have a clock. They have 10 years, and that's it. I swear the ads are perfectly timed to show when I want to hear an important answer. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry, I was fairly certain... No! Are you... Oh my gosh, why did the controls do... This is the issue I have. I'm not too sure if it's a CPU-like thing that decides to, like, pop up and be problematic, but sometimes my character will just, like... It will get a command, and it will not, you know, change it. Warden's Key. Cool. So yeah. But so yeah, I've been trying to avoid spoilers over Dragon Age the Veilguard personally, and then like my final say was the fact that, you know, I was fairly certain that Wardens had a 10-year lifespan after the ritual. So that was like one of the disadvantages to being a Grey Warden, is that you only live for like 10 years. Alright, so we're here. We have a quest there. So let's fast travel here. Alrighty, let's change our party around. So, we are going to go for Nev and Lucanus now. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not going the right way. I need to head to... Yeah, I need to head to this beacon for the wilds, and then we can go for the quest that was, like, marked further on. 10 years is the unlucky life expectancy. Oh, so for the things like the calling, you mean? Should be... Yep. Alright, so there is a quest. It's just at the end of this thing. Da, 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 da. Grey Warden stuff. Learn the history of the first Kunari Grey Warden. After agreeing that the Darkspawn are a threat, the Kunari sent their first Warden recruit. He had trouble living under the restrictions of his homeland, from little we gather. He should fit right in with the rest of the Wardens. I don't know that he cares about the Warden's ideals, but he's a great fighter. He passed the joining and even helped kill an ogre coming up through the volcano. The only thing left is to give him a name. The Kunari are normally just named after their jobs, he says, so we're calling him Grey for now. Added by Devrin. Always wondered when the Kunari first joined the Wardens. Good to see the Kunari took the Blight seriously. Interesting. Oh, actually, it might be here. Naming a griffin, Grindelwald truffles, my younger days. Griffins are real. Something isn't adding. They're part of our order for centuries, and then one day they aren't. Their vague talk about blights taking their toll, how eggs weren't hatching, and their numbers dwindled, but they... Griffin training. Weishaupt. Joining up with Rook means I won't be going back to Weishaupt anytime soon. I doubt I'd be welcome. Not if the first warden caught wind of what I'm doing. I'll miss the old fortress. It's cold, damp, and drafty as a canyon, and so it's vast to take... And so vast it takes months to get your bearings. But it's home to Grey Wardens, and it's the only home I've got. Wandering the massive library... Weishaupt was over 1,000 years old. Nah, doesn't help. Nope, doesn't help. There's the joining and the calling, the beginning and the end. Every warden gets the first. They drink the potion of Archdemon blood, laced with more magic than they know. If they survive, they'll sense the Darkspawn, hear the Blight song. The Blight itself won't hurt so much. They'll be forever changed. I was forever changed. Not everyone survives the joining. They end at the beginning. Others end in battle. They're killed by Darkspawn, or maybe some other monster kills them. We go to sunless and forsaken places. We fight what would devour Thetis, and we don't... Are you shitting me? Why did... Oh my goodness. I need to learn how to get the WebSockets working. Thank you for the hyper himbo. I greatly appreciate it. And for whatever reason, this thing has me, like, pushed to the corner, which is not what I intended. Hang on a second, hang on a second. Studio mode. You broke it! How dare you. 3D Grant, and then... So... Audio ducking? I need to move the audio ducking here. Boop. Thank you for the boops. And then 3D props, 3D Grant. Maybe I could put the 3D props into 3D Grant. Maybe that's what I need to do. So that's full frame. Okay, I think I need... Okay, so I need to do something really quick. So I'm going to put my character here. I'm going to go to 3D Grant. I'm going to go to filters. Oh, no, it's not here. I need to go to GrantVTuber, filters. So Grant small. I need to get this transformation. And then Grant full. Shrink this down. There we go. And then get transformation. Hang on. Let me just transform this real quick. Center horizontally. There we go. Get transformation. That's better. So now... That's not right. Why am I... Hang on. Ding. So this should do the effect on... Yeah, so this should be on audio ducking grant. Get transformation. There we go. And then on full, fuck it, let's just do a... Let's do it like this. And... Get transformation. There we go. So now... No, that doesn't... Ah. Why? Why does it do this? Hang on. Properties, Minion Sprout. Use first available. No, okay, hang on a second. This is where the fun bit happens. This is where the fun begins. So, discard changes, close that. Talon, you broke Zeebs! Yeah, he's broken. Ding dong. So yeah, so what I need to do now is, it's gonna cause problems in the background and what have you. Let me just run Vignon. It's not gonna run properly because I don't have my camera turned on for the tracking and what have you. Vignon Sprout, I'm going to need to change from using like whatever the first sender is, and instead moving to blah 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 blah. Cancel. Properties. Properties. Yeah, okay, so Vignon. Okay. And then maybe I should change. So rather than having the audio ducking. Wait, no, that's audio capture. Rather than maybe having the audio ducking here. Nah, because it looks like I've done like a custom size for this one. So, because previously I would have him. There's like a. What's Mahuzi here? Behind me. So, gonna hide him because I wasn't using VideoTube previously, but I prefer VideoTube because it does like a delayed thing of, you know, changing from speaking to talking, and it has things such as like blink compatibility and such. So, all right, back over to here. Maybe I need to get rid of the GrantZeebs, because yeah, so this is the annoying bit, is like, I'm not in the video game right now, and for whatever reason, the hotkeys do not work. So I have to manually go from, like, this to that. You know what? Hang on. So, there's my video tube. He needs to go as big as he can. Also, why... Vignon Sprout, transform, reset transformation. Ding. Come on, just... transform, edit transformation. Okay, so... size. What the what? 3,290 by 1,860. No, that's not right. Hang on. The dimensions of the 1440... Hang on. 1440... Like, the dimensions of a 1440p should not be to that grand of a size. What the fuck? Hang on. 20... So... 2560 by 1440p. That's the size. That's how big. But why is it... Oh my... What in the world? Did I somehow create, like, my video to be a 4K... No. The base canvas is 2560 by 1440. There's no way... What? Why is this canvas so... Hang on. Alright. You're gonna have to make do with me going into 3D here. Ayo, you have a question for me? Hopefully it's a good one. I'm gonna be real with you. I am doing my darndest trying to fix. I don't understand why my canvas is like bigger all of a sudden. Because it's like it's bigger than 14. It's like bigger than 1440p. I don't know why that is. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna move you down a smidge. Oh, maybe not that much of a smidge. Filters. Give me a second. So small. And then I'm gonna make it so that on the y-axis. So X is on the thingamajiggy, Y is the alright, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 0. 2, 2, 1, 0. That's a bit better. Forgive me. It's not perfect. Lord knows. So yeah, so hotkeys don't work in this game because for whatever reason, this game decides to steal the hotkeys being pressed and such, so they don't work. Zeebs, stand by. We are experiencing tech. We are now done with the technical difficulties. We are now done with the technical difficulties. Oh my god, we got 3 skill points. Amazing. But yeah, this is why I like using WebSockets, is because if I'm playing a video game that decides to steal all my hotkeys, the programs that are reliant on hotkeys cease to work. So having, like, you know... Oh, thank you, Cruzo Durgwolf. Thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry if you got in earlier and you couldn't hear what I was saying or anything like that. I was fixing up some nonsense. I was fixing up some nonsense. You were reading into the Warden info. Oh, yes, that's right. That's why I was in there. Codex, Grey Wardens. We were reading this one. No, not the Gloom Howler. We were reading this one. Not everyone survives the joining. They end at the beginning. Others end in battle. They're killed by the We fight what would devour Thetis, and we don't always return. I've survived all those battles myself. It makes me no better than anyone else. Finally, there's the calling, and this is the end, no matter how far you've come. After the joining, the blight won't hurt so much, but it's still inside you, and in the end, it still wins out. The blight song, the one you can only hear because you're a warden, starts to change. It starts to call you. At first, you can ignore it, and then one day, you can't, because you're changing. At first, you can't see it, but then you can, in the veins in your arms, the circles under your eyes. So you leave. You find the biggest batch of darkspawn you can, and you take down as many as you can before the blight takes you. You leave the world a little safer. The other wardens will tell you that you'll know when the time comes, that you'll be certain when it's real, but they haven't heard the calling yet, and you wonder if it's really true, if you'll really know. You will. I do. I've got my spot in the deep roads picked out. Take care of yourself. A page torn from the Warden Urian's journal left to Warden Theo. Interesting. Also, hi there. I saw you on my recommended and I thought, why not? Excellent. Thank you so much for coming along. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I hope to satisfy your curiosity and what have you. Sometimes you'll find me going on, you know, raving rants and shit. Other times you're gonna find me, you know, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you're gonna find me going on rants about something in real world, something in the video game, or I'm gonna just, you know, progress through the game. Hey, Nug. And otherwise, maybe even read some of the stuff that's going off in the game. I like that they give us codex entries. I will be real with you, I do like a good codex entry.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out. Never mind 2 of them.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Nice. So yeah, so earlier I was using Nev and Tash for some of their dialogue. Now I'm using Lucanus and Nev. And Lucanus is stuck. I do not know how you accomplished that, Lucanus, but you did. Knowing my luck, he's probably going to fix himself. Hi there, Hawaiian Pizza. Welcome to the stream. Yep, he fixed himself. What did I tell you? An orange-spined unicorn fish. Well, that's not a unicorn fish. It doesn't have a horn. Snep. Wait, who's a Snep? Oh, Hawaiian. You're calling Hawaiian Pizza a Snep. I'm gonna be real with you. Every time I see that name, eating Hawaiian Pizza, I never thought of you as a furry. I always thought of you as, like, a sentient, pizza. That's what I visualize in my mind. Not someone eating a Hawaiian pizza, but a Hawaiian pizza slice. Also, I am... Oh, I need to go through there. Okay. This is going to be interesting stuff. We're going to read more about the first Kunari Grey Warden. I wonder if they went through the calling. Ah, here's the next piece. A seer warned us of a darkspawn horde gathering in the tunnels in Shark's Mouth. The fighting was fierce. More darkspawn than we'd seen in years. They would have overwhelmed us, but the seer called on spirits to awaken the volcano. Warden Grey was more scared of the seer than he was of the Harlocks. Kunari, thank you for the follow, Cobalt. Welcome to the stream. Warden Grey was more scared of the seer than he was of the Harlocks. Kunari have a particular fear of mages and demons, but Grey still protected the seer until her ritual was complete. I'm watching lava pour from the jaws of Shark's Mouth as I write this. It'll be years before the Darkspawn find another way to the surface. The seer said the eruption would anger some spirits, but we'll deal with that as we must. Seers awakening a volcano, a Kunari believer, protecting a mage, would have lost money twice. Damn! Alright. I like my name, it's fine. No, I'm not throwing shade at your name, first and foremost. It was just an observation. Return to the caves of Sharkmouth once they are fully accessible. Alright, well, we can't do that. Here from Flames Discord, but I've seen your clips on TikTok. Glad to finally catch one of your streams. Aw, thank you! Wait, Flammies? I don't know who Flammy is. I'm so sorry. I don't know who you're talking about. Alright, so that's most of the, we can do here. Gate of Lost Ages. Oh, we've got a Docktown, thingy-madiggy we can do. I'm gonna be real, it has been an age since I've been to Docktown. Here. So, my relationship with the Shadow Dragons is weak. Gobbo Nikki's Discord. Oh, Gobbo Nikki!
Oh no.
Because the Venatori now rule Minthros, waypoints must be rediscovered. Okay. Well, we got time. So there's our first waypoint.
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Vulnerable to frost. Cool.
Damn it! The Shadow certainly didn't invite them in.
Wild
Look
Saber
around. If there's some trace or a
1337
clue,
paid
we
me
need
to
to
say,
find it.
oh by the way Zeebs, if you are a canary, one of the items in your room is a jar full of canary face paint, and fun fact, your character confirms it's magical alchemy face paint that acts like a helmet, aka you can get punched in the face and your skin will be as hard as iron.
Nice. Those guys with the sickles. Been trying to figure out what the Venatori with the sickles are doing. They're fighting weird, swinging them around, swinging them almost like axes, but a sickle's blade doesn't face outward like an axe blade does. The sickle blade faces down, perpendicular to the handle. You'll swing it to chop down more, or hook onto something if you were trying to catch hold and then climb, or an expert would snap their wrist back, like right as they connect to the blade just around the point. That's how you'd cut through stuff cleanly with a single slice. These guys are clearly trained, so why fight that way? Talked with Nev. It's because they aren't trying to get quick kills. They're trying to make bleeding wounds. The weapons are enchanted. They use blood magic to do their fancy vanishing and jumping around tricks. Oh. I like the whole which means prince. Wait, hang on. Did I miss a portrait? Oh, and once again, I have to alt-tab out of this, so then that way it's not focusing on here. I do know his name. I'm just not sure how he feels about me using it here, so I just say Snap. I like the whole which means prince. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that Snap before. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't place your name, however. You're still gonna be Hawaiian pizza to me, I'm sorry to say, so.
A candelab. They carry messages through the city.
Curious about you, and you of us, other candle tops, find, please.
Is this for us? Strange. It wants us to find more.
Okay. Oh, I should probably change my, loadout, because we're gonna need to deal with, because Necrotic isn't gonna help us too much, I don't believe. So we're gonna need some ice damage, which is gonna be this fella here. I'm gonna keep the lightning. Yeah, and that's as good of a thingy-majiggy as I can get. Alright. Word from Viper. Venatori moving to eliminate us. No one is safe. I'll be waiting in that loading area near the dock. Meet me there.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. He might still be there.
Oh yeah, I'm Shadow Dragon, so I'm probably gonna get targeted.
The light drawn echoes back. In Aeternum, this will not stand.
There is no limit to Venatori cruelty.
You don't forget something like this. It sticks with you.
Sorry, do I know you?
Ren? No, I don't think so. Let me give you a little something something.
A Grey Warden? Are you all right?
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn if they escape into the city.
Just sit tight.
She's most likely gonna die, but I'm gonna be real with you. We kind of have a lot of problems here. Oh, hello. Ding, 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 ding. Use the Griffin. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Hey, we increased the rarity of our orb. Yeah, I prefer my, you know, super crazy orb. Nev's notes on the pawn shop. Glandivala Square, and all of the town knows where you mean. The official name in company records somewhere, but no one remembers it. Our own names stick around here. Glandivalis is the name of Shartan's sword, given to him by Andraste herself, and used in his fight to free the enslaved elves of Tevinter. I learned that from a footnote in a history book. That's where all the real history is. Then there's Anvalium, the tunnels that run under the square. Turns out it's the elven word for womb. Some shadows believe it comes from the rumor that this was where Shartan's uprising was conceived. Asher loves his hidden meanings. Reason he insists on this location? Should ask. He'll blush and deny it. That'll be proof. Your favorite mount from Inquisition was the War Nug? I don't recall having a War Nug, so that one is a bit of a crazy one. Alrighty, cat! Can we go through here? No, we cannot. Alright, so there's much about... a lot about this place that we are not familiar with.
Rana, how are you?
I'm surviving. Beyond that, I'm sure you've heard enough sad stories. I was injured during the attack, but I've recovered enough. I'm trying to help where I can.
Mm-hmm.
Please. If the Archon was really dead, you wouldn't be hearing about it from the Weekly Truth.
That's my point. It's only in the Weekly Truth because they're making sure we don't find out about it.
Who's they?
So, you're not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I've had questions. The Tevinter maid brings a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
It's a fair trait to be suspicious. Yay, breaking stuff. I think mine was like some sort of like horned deer, personally. Ow.
What brought a
Ruffled any feathers lately?
No. Or no one's
Secret research at the Circle. What are they covering? Oh, that's just the Weekly Truth stuff. Hi there, too, damn dapper. You go back and forth and whether to try it. If you are a fan of, you know, Dragon Age and what have you, I think you're gonna enjoy it. If you've not gone through the series and you're a bit like, or maybe just a bit meh over the whole thing, it might not be for you. I am still, like, fairly early into the game, I would say. I only just recently got all the companions. I have been enjoying myself. And I feel like, you know, that could just be me because I enjoy Dragon Age. You went with the Hala mount then in Inquisition. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Hala. Definitely a mount with horns, it definitely was. Alright, open that. Thank you very much. Right now I'm trying to, like, rediscover, like, some of the stuff. Oh, it wants me all the way over there. I've been going completely the wrong way. But meet Morgan at the cobbled thingy-majiggy. Yep, no, so... Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hello?
People are still getting over demons pouring from the sky.
Wharf crossing south.
Wild_Saber 1337 paid me to say to get the war nug you needed to buy the mystery box in the capital, and do a war table quest and you will unlock the mythical Nugalopy.
Ah. I'm not going to go through all that again. I got my... Look, I am not someone that often goes through a video game more than once. It is very rare indeed. I am one of those, you do it once, and then that's it. I don't go too far into it. Message delivered in a wink. Trust the candle hops we deliver. Okay. Is this, like, the new...
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
Alright, upgrade the dragon coat. Pick up the fashionable scarf. Helm of light and shadow can be upgraded. That can be upgraded. I'll get it, because it'll give me mana generation. And then this gives me the quick start leathers, which gives me a strength in that. Minrath's Citizen. Yep, might as well pick that up. No. You know what? Fuck it. There we go.
A good deal.
If you say so, old man. Alright, so that there is for when we want to go through the main quest further. Pet the cat. Happy kitty. And then...
How is Minrathus since the dragon attack?
We are in Minrathus right now, Lucarnus.
On the streets after the palace shot at everyone. We're having a brawl.
Sorry.
What for? You didn't attack the city. The shadow dragons are dealing with it. At least we're trying to. I just worry about Asher. He rests as much as we do.
You were talking about this place. It went under. No surprise. The only thing on the menu was sausage sauce with nut butter stuffed in a bun. The buns were all right, I suppose. Welt's meat. Are they talking about sausages? Nice. It was whispers in the fog, only that. But then it was a voice and an offer. I know what spoke. After everything that's happened, how could I say no? I won't write again, so take care.
Whispers. Offers. Someone made a deal with a demon.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that was the old flyer about the hot dog. Alrighty. You're going to bed now, Zeebs? Not to worry, Wildsaber. Thank you for keeping me company and giving me some interesting trivias. Alright, I am gonna fast travel back to this beacon, and instead of going right, we're gonna be going left. Okay, so they've gone near the docks.
I'm almost getting used to this city again, but it still needs fewer Venatori.
Noted. We'll try and have fewer Venatori. No idea what that is meant to denote. Once again, controls got a little bit stuck. Wouldn't let me whip out my staff or destructed.
They're good, right?
Discovered. A shroud over the light. And then that one is a new quest. Alright, I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm gonna find the shadow dragons again. Give them a coin. Make them happy. What is this quarter? Earthemial venue. Okay.
Hey, in the market for charms? I don't have any on me, but when the deal goes through...
Got some weaves. The Shadow Dragons are enemies of Tevinter. Come to Dockside Jail to see the fate of traitors and those who harbor them.
The docks. It sounds like the Venatori tracked down Hector and took him there. Let's hurry. I don't like the tone of... Demons!
Vulnerable to fire. Okay.
How's that? That goes to you.
Oh, hello. Are you okay? Here to catch your dinner? Nice. Good work on catching it.
A roof denied, eyes skim over, yet a world smudged in shadow, so beautiful.
Oh, it reminds me of Cole. Cole was a spirit of compassion back in Inquisition.
We just need to follow it.
But, you know, we've not seen Cole since Inquisition, and I don't think we're gonna see Cole in this game because there was like a thingy with him where he could be more human or more spirit. If he was more human, he will actually stay in the world of Thedas and what have you, but if he's more spirit, he will disappear. He will cease to exist, which is a little unfortunate. Because it means that, like, you know, people can forget him and nonsense, which isn't great. So I imagine they may have done that with him. They may have made it where it's like, oh, you don't need to know about Cole because everyone forgot about Cole. And I wouldn't like that. I would love to believe they kept him. Like, you know, he stayed, like, they made him more human because Varric wanted him to be more human. I know where this is.
For your god! There we go.
Where the fuck are the 1, 2? There we go.
Look right.
There we go. Pick that up. Break all these boxes. So yeah, the Venatori are quite bold. Lol, I can... Let me just fast travel to the other side of this thingy-majiggy just to make my life a little easier. Kinda hilarious that they just lock this. There we go. Oh, I see. It's because I was, like, standing from the other side was why. Alright. Oh, hello. Alright, what's the quest here? A spirit of compassion that washes over Dock Dead. Find more victims and solve murders. Okay, so potentially another victim here? Yep, there's the other one.
Another demon killing.
Can't see anyone else.
There we go.
Compassion. Another victim?
This one. green against grey stone. Rain, nourish, how she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
They left a trail. Sloppy, but useful.
The voice was real, the one in the shadows. There was the same smell as last time, too. Fog and burnt cinnamon. And it knows about the money, the debt. What am I supposed to do? The temple is still closed. How do I get out of this? The voice made promises, and I'm just so tired. Okay. Seeds, soil, and a little more debt. But I can do this on my own. Whatever else I thought before, I just need time to grow again. The first bloom will be here soon. Everything feels better when that happens. The bright flowers and green leaves are all cheery next to the gray stone. We all need time to grow. Okay.
Hortensia. She was a gardener.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate, but still found hope.
Uh-huh.
There are others. I would know more of them.
Alright, we solved that one. There was also a chest we can go for, but we can't get to it from here. We need to get to it from there. Alright.
I'm on it.
There we go. Flawless crystal and some lyrium dust. Ooh. Okay. Attack my enemies applies chilled against Venatori. The entire party deals 25 increased damage to Venatori. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the equipment that you currently have. That's beneficial to you. Alright. Shows a ladder here. Oh, there's the ladder. A detailed drawing of one of Docktown markets. There are more shadows than people in the crowd. A man weeps in the corner, but no one notices except the shadows. And the drawing is not finished. Oh, another one. A detailed drawing of demons dragging screaming victims into the shadows. One figure is left behind, a victim with a sword through their heart. Other civilians flee in terror from the scene as fear spreads throughout the city. Oh, these are unsigned. A detailed drawing of a Docktown rooftop. A menacing shadow looms in the background, but the man in the drawing has turned away from it, his face lit by a sunrise breaking through the fog. The artist's name is signed below. Evander. Okay.
Charcoal drawings by someone named Evander.
A world smudged in shadow. He drew Docktown's darkness, but also its light. A faint connection begins to bind them. We must find the third.
Hope?
A cat.
Hey, little...
Evander feed you?
Hey, cat. Cat. Silly little white cat. Jump. Knees of 1,000s. Alright, so... already gone up that way. Let's go up this way then. Oh, there's a door we need to go through. Back there. Okay. 1 minute, please. Because we're also going to fight what appears to be a champion. And then that champion will give us like a gem or something that we can use to fight something in the Fade. Should be good. Ah, come on. Stop fighting me. There we go. Oh.
Demons! It looks like another victim.
We need to chase this down. Well, look at that. I hate to be on this.
Remorse. There we go. Alright, what's this guy's vision?
This one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
Hey, I was able to clear this one. That was nice. And then... Ding! And we unlock the central markets with this, Ooh! Projectile ability damage. More barrier damage from projectile abilities. Gain 25 mana with projectile abilities that hit an enemy over 15 meters away. Sure, honestly. Ah, we found the room. Like in Lego, there is a benefit to breaking everything. You get yourself all kinds of materials and valuables that you can sell in stores. And there we go. Alrighty. Time to chase after a demon. Oh my gosh, that was a bit of a testy sort of, I try to do the work in the day, but it's hard to focus. Hard not to think about... At night, there's a whisper. The speaker wouldn't step from the mist, but I could smell his breath, like burnt cinnamon. He said he could help with the research and... Sybil, I don't know if I can do this alone. I don't want our dream to die. What would you do? Interesting. Another hopeful user, and they have a dude with, like, cinnamon breath on him. Andraste's watch.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
There should be like a dog here or something. I don't imagine it would be that far away. Would it? I don't think it's hiding either. Alright, let's see what happens. Is it all the way over here?
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not.
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
Okay, so you should at least be able to see the wolf. Is it because it's down here that it's like... Maybe. Let's see. 20 bleed damage, 20% damage on bleeding enemies, bleeding duration. I need the mana on kill. Oh boy. Vulnerable to fire.
Get out of there!
Ow. Alright. Yes, burning, burning. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And damn it.
Take your blight with you.
Watch behind you.
Snipers!
Take that.
Oh boy.
Clear.
All right. I should have had my blade as like a fire thing instead of lightning. Lessons learned. And we can get this cool orb.
This'll open the way.
Ooh, gain 25 mana when a Bast ability deals critical damage. Sure. I think I know what a blast ability is. We are final company. The work will be here forever. Hi there, Indra. Welcome to the... It's not a bad idea to burn it all down. No, it's not a terrible idea. I don't know if that was me or someone else, but we can now bring this thing back up. And we can pick up this chest. Higher ability. All detonations are 50% wider. Yeah, honestly. Oh, grab you. And so yeah, that would let us go back down again, which we don't want to. So we're going up here. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried it was going to be like another elevator ride. Don't worry about it. Chest? Chest. Wait, why did it... Oh, because, like, secret way of getting in there. Yeah. The wolf statue has experienced a shift in the surrounding magical energies. I'm certain of it, and I'm certain it means something. There's more to all of this than we have recorded. Truths we don't see. It's just as Sybil said. Stories buried in ruins. I won't let our work be corrupted. I continue this work for her.
Property of Marcus. Scholar.
Story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future. And yet, he continued. For himself and for her. All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away. They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions. Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Dogtown thwarts it, and may you continue.
Okay. Hey, the bond with Nev deepens. We need that. Alrighty, ooh, hang on.
This should never happen. Not anywhere.
Yeah, you're a little bit late on that opinion.
Get ready.
Oh, vulnerable to the cold. Yeah, that's right.
Nice work. On it.
The Chantry sisters keep their secrets close. They waste the Chantry's gifts on the unworthy. Far better the power they hoard falls to us and to those who can guide with wiser hands. Oh hey, one of the candle guys. Other candle hops. Find. Thank you.
This message. You're connected to the other candle hop we met.
Can I not, like, go through here? Would be really helpful to get the chest that's there. No? Okay, fine. Dragonfire. I'm glad they don't have me, like, swapping from, like, one kind of, companion to another to complete these.
You bet.
Does that unbind the ward from over here? No, it doesn't, but perhaps there's a ward here? Somewhere? Curious. Let's see. Not from here, at least. It's never a bad idea to burn it all down. Partially true. Oh, hang on. Thank you. Don't get stuck. Moving on. I don't see a rune. Don't see a rune for her to destroy here. Ah, okay, so we're meant to use you. Giving us an opportunity to climb up here. And there we go. There we go. Hi there, fading sight. Guess who finally collected all of the consoles in completing his collection beside Ides? Wait. Collected all of the consoles in completed his collection besides a Steam Deck. Was it you? Did you complete it? God damn. Wait, so how many consoles is that? Because, like, okay, so in my head, you would have gotten Nintendo Game System, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Xbox, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii, maybe the Wii U as well while you're at it, who knows? Alright, hang on. Nope, that's resources, map. Find the Darkspawn, return to the Necropolis. Investigate the disappearance of the Shadow Dragons. That's the one we're gonna go for. So.
So, the demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some. Assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
The Randy Dowager. Nice. Alright. And then through here. Oh, hello.
I've put everything into getting this space, and I'll get you into the right armor.
Thank you. Toy figurine, yes please. Just grab all the different upgrades. Fashionable leathers, sure. And yep, I'll leave it at that.
Thanks. It's been hard since the dragon and with the Venatori, but I've worked so hard. I want to make this work.
So I'm supposed to just accept them?
That's just how the world works.
Alright, let's call that elevator. I don't exactly want to be hopping. Hello! So, here you go. You got a PlayStation 5, PlayStation Portal, the Nintendo Switch, So the Animal Crossing edition of the Nintendo Switch, and then the Nintendo Switch, that was the Scarlet and Violet edition, PC, laptop, Xbox One X. Just yesterday got the Xbox Series X. The only thing I'm missing is the Steam Deck. Of course, I want to upgrade my PC eventually, but that's going to be okay. So it's more of a console completion of the current generation is what it's meant to be. That's what I'm interpreting from that list.
Venator, stop them! That body. Is that Hector? Damn it. We were too late.
Venatori and their cruel theatrics. They will pay for this.
Oh my god, there's a lot of them that are dead. That's kind of crazy. Linos wants the Shadow Dragons rounded up. We're hitting their safe houses one by one. Anyone who's ever helped them, they talk, or they end up on the pyre. The risen gods bless your efforts, Venatori.
Hey, Rook, I've news about Lorelei the Fence.
What can you tell me about Lorelei?
Lorelei, she ran the pawn shop. Sold
Never really got into the older consoles beside PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2. Fair enough. I didn't grow up with the PlayStation series. I grew up on the Xbox series. So some of the games that I am familiar with from Xbox are kind of already available for me on PC. So having a PlayStation 5 is I'm actually like kind of pleased about, because I get to play some of the PlayStation titles that were there for the So, for instance, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, I'm able to play. I don't have a PlayStation 3. It would be nice to have one to play some of the PlayStation 3 games that aren't available, such as not Phantom Flame, Guns of the Patriot, and some of the earlier Metal Gear Solid games. And some of the PlayStation 1 and 2 classics, because the earlier PlayStation 3 consoles actually had the software and hardware to emulate not only play the PlayStation 3 games, but emulate the PlayStation 2, and by extension, the PlayStation 1.
You know what they do to shadow dragons?
We're on it.
Alrighty. Investigate the disappearance of shadow dragons. Where else do they want me? Alright, so that gate's not going to open anytime soon. I've already...
Nicely done.
Could you fucking not, please?
Made it through that one.
Phew. Ah! We're the exact same. You grew up on the Xbox as well? Nice. Yeah, I grew up on the Xbox because the PlayStation 2 was available. My sister wanted that because of the games you could get that were, you know, part of the PlayStation lineup, which were all mascot platformers and such. I was an autistic idiot and wanted the Xbox because of, like, you know, it came from Microsoft, the hardware was technically better, and there was also, you know, the fact that you didn't have to pay for memory cartridges and what have you. So I tried playing to my parents on, like, the cost savings of an Xbox. And that's how we got to it. Where the hell does this take us? Never been through here before. Thank you for the crystal. This doesn't open up. Yeah, this doesn't really give us a... Alright. Opening up the map, and it wants us all the way down there. Alright. Fast travel to this beacon, then? Yeah, I'm glad that, you know, people here are finding enjoyment in me going through Dragon Age the Veilguard, because I go through...
How many people they executed?
Yes, I know, Rook. But yeah, I go through, like, a wide variety of games and such. Now, I know, like, Blue makes fun of the fact that, like, I go through nothing but Final Fantasy XIV normally on Saturdays. I thought I would get done with Final Fantasy XIV in, like, 6 months, but that is not the case, and I am now, you know, way too red-pilled on it for me to go into any other kind of MMO unless it's only for, like, a hop, skip, and a jump fun kind of thing. Like, if it didn't cost money, I would try hardcore World of Warcraft. But unfortunately, you have to pay for a subscription, so it's like, no thank you. Path of Exile, maybe, honestly? It's a free-to-play game. It's a real-time isometric, so that sounds like honest fun. Alright, collect the weave. Alrighty, break these. 1, 2, 3. Oh, why do the Venatori explode? I do not understand why the Venatori are the race that decides to explode.
This was Lorelei's. What did they do to her? So many dead, and for what? To parade their new power, in case we forget.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them, or helped them.
Because the Venatori now hunt them, the Oh, good. Oh, hey, Nev! We've upgraded your thingy-majiggy. Thank goodness. You're not, you know, totally hardened. Thank goodness. Okay, so we can either increase the weakened effectiveness or the weakened... Get device removed reason failed with DirectX GI error hung. Will not respond to more commands. GPU 3090 driver. This error is usually caused by the graphics driver crashing trying to install the latest drivers. What do you mean trying to install the latest drivers? It should not be trying to do that. Chat, can you still hear me? Chat? Okay, cool. The buttons still work on OBS, so that should still be okay. If I go to NVIDIA GeForce Experience, is that gonna... I wonder, is that game... What's annoying is like, I just accomplished something. And this game, I know does autosaves, but I don't know if it does autosaves that much. Doesn't look like it. Ding. Nah, game crashed. Hey, it's 8:40 right now. I'm gonna be real with you. It is very tempting calling it a night. Especially with, like, that crash there. My PC, I'm gonna be real with you, it has teething problems here and there. Also, let me just start the music again. There we go. For whatever reason, like, yeah, hotkeys stop working once I'm running this game, which I feel like is just, you know, a side effect of the... Also, hang on. Bam, full screen. There we go. Also, why are my, like, legs cut off at the bottom? I need a... VideoTube, why are you like this? Why... It decides to, like, put me in the center. So if I go to, like, Hyperhimbo... Yeah, so Hyperhimbo I need to put, like, a little bit at the bottom, same as you. Is it? Wait, hang on. Am I at the same... Oh, okay. So it puts me at the same... What's-a-mahoozy? Okay, so what I should be doing... Rather than having... Okay, because... Hang on a second. So, because, yeah, in my seated experience, I'm, like, right here. Hang on. Chat, I'm cooking again. Ding. There we go. VTuber, filters. And then get transformation. 0.465. Let's go 4.7? Or 0.47. There we go. So it's... Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. This one. There we go. And then get transformation. There we go. Full. All right, I'm going to keep it to full for now. And then display. Here we go. Avatar offset. All right, so we're going to move me down to... Let's just go for a nice round -10. That way, like, because of the hops and all that kind of nonsense, I don't have any issue there. So then that way, as I swap over to this, and that, and this... Yeah, that way my legs are, like, shown at the bottom or something. This works a lot better. This looks good, doesn't it? Would it be weird if I personally DM'd you? I'm just looking to make a new friend and potential gamer buddy, and I see that we have so much in common. I am very hesitant about, you know, online friends. I'm going to be real with you, Fading Sight. It takes me a really long fucking time, and doing it via just, like, you know, I only seen you through here... I'm sorry, that hits way too close and almost crosses a line. No, you can't personally DM me in, like, you know, the pursuit of friendship or something like that. It's all good, never mind. Look, you didn't go, like, fully wrong. I commend you for, like, you know, taking the leap, okay? Because, honestly, you did it politely. And, you know, it was sort of a question. So, just... More often than not, streamers may not want to be your personal friend after, like, you know, watching him stream for a little bit and what have you. There will normally be opportunities, though, that you might get a friendship. Might. I don't want to, like, you know, lift your hopes up or anything crazy like that. Sometimes they do community streams, and if you're a regular enough like attendee of their streams and what have you, and you go to like even their VC stuff, it might actually work. Another one is if you go to their Discord. So mine, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't do too much on. I'm a fairly introverted person, and I use so much energy to stream and what have you. But you might find someone there, like, you know, just sort of, if you share memes or clips or art that you find cool or that you've done personally, like, you might find someone there that's like, hey, that seems pretty cool. Don't jump into DMs, though. Don't, like, this is one of my general pieces of advice. I'm going to be real with you. Don't go into direct messages just for a hey, hoping they want to talk to you. DMs are the bedrooms of a lot of people's internet experiences. Direct messages is a very private affair, and some people might have like an open door policy where the direct messages is more like an office than a bedroom. Some people have it as a very personal affair. So, you know, communicating with people is normally better through video chats or games that you're already playing with them, or in some of the public channels as well. I know I'm actually had a personal friend, quite a few actually. I got it, not all of them want to, so no worries about that. I forgot I said anything. Look, no. Fading sight. We're cool. Alright? It's fine. And what's more is, like, granted, this is probably putting into a little bit of the discussions about the parasocial and what have you, because as a streamer, there's a little bit of that, like, you know, we benefit from the parasocial aspect, but we don't want it like crossing a line or anything crazy like that, which I have a little bit of a problem of like, oh, some streamers, like, they feed the parasocial, which I don't think is great. But I think it's fine to ask, you know, and so long as you're understanding, it's okay. We don't have to pretend this didn't happen, because it did happen. There's going to be a VOD at some point of this, and someone's going to see this. But, you know, it's fine. I would rather demonstrate, because the internet very often wants to, you know, it can't forget, and so it can't forgive, which I don't like. It makes it really difficult for, you know, if someone does something wrong, like small infractions or something like that, either they're small and people forget them completely and they don't learn from it, or the infractions are so big that you can't forget about it and then there's just like a huge objection to it. I don't like that. I don't like that things can either be you forget about it completely and it never plays into their personality, or you've broken the camel's back and we can never communicate. I don't like that personally. I am much rather of the idea of, you know, you can make mistakes on the internet, and there is avenues to improve oneself and be polite and, you know, be better and learn from the experience. And what's more is, by demonstrating, you know, a mistake and continuing on from it, and, you know, just sort of being able to have like the quick acknowledgement of like, yeah, that was kind of cringe, moving on, and now we, you know, do better and such like that. You know, people learn from that too. What you mean, and thank you for being so unreasonable about it. I'll keep everything in the stream. Thank you very much for the good advice. Not to worry, Fading Sight. I do hope you have a wonderful time in these streams, and in the Discord I've linked you. I don't communicate too often in the Discord as much as I should, but, you know, sometimes when I'm playing video games, I'll actually go into the gaming channel. I've been known to do that. I don't, more often than not in the general channel, I normally like piping up when other people are chatting in it or have a question in there. I'm not too often of a, hey, I'm gonna pipe up about something, because normally if I do, it's because, oh, change of plans, I can't do this, or, hey, what's everyone's morning? Anime told it, look, you will always make mistakes, so either learn from them and move on, or just keep making them. I know you can do better. Some of my friends are super shy and just like to DM more. Yeah, no, look, that's fair. I'm personally not one of those DMing people. Like, the only reasons I've direct messaged on the internet so far have been because... So, the modern examples I can give is I am in communication with an artist for a commission. I'm the one who initiated the communication, but the reason I initiated it is because they have made a note in a post saying, hey, I'm open, it costs X amount of dollars to commission me, send me a direct message. More often than not, though, artists will instead have a Google form for you to fill out, and then depending on the details of the Google form, they reach out to you instead. It's still you initiating the conversation because you gave them the Google form, and they're like, yep, okay, vibe check. Ek is fine here. I want to do the commission. Let's direct message them. So that's the one way I've direct messaged people. The second way I've direct messaged people is because I've hung out with them already, either in video calls or video games that feature text or video calls, and they've decided to actually like go into my Discord. I am not a proven method, however, on, influencing strangers to become your friends, however. I am on the spectrum. I am introverted. There is most certainly going to be mistakes on my side. I have fucked up on the internet loads of times, okay? I have done cringy shit. I have said things that I regret, and I've had to learn, like, at that moment of, like, okay, inside thought, or that wasn't funny, you can't say those things. And then, and I think, like, once or twice now, I have actually been, like, blocked by people. That is not their fault. It is not, and it's something I need to learn from and what have you, and, it's fine for them to do so. It still hurts, don't get me wrong, rejection is real, but it's not the end of the world. It's not spelling of doom of, oh my gosh, this is it, I'm being cancelled. The nuance. The more nuance we can have on the internet, the better. Because right now we're fairly divided of either willing to forget it and, taking our stance strongly, or never wanting to hear from the person and blocking all means of being able to hear from them. So, yeah. If you can make mistakes, make small ones. Just understand that, some people might not like seeing mistakes, and it might be at the end of the day and they're done with you or something like that, or they're willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. It's a spectrum. You have all sorts of people to choose from. Alright, let's have a look and see who is online and who we can go and raid, because I'm gonna be real with you, I am kind of done for tonight. I would like to go to bed. I very much love sleeping. I love my naps. Let's see. So there's a lot of people playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. I don't know how far into the game a lot of these people are, unfortunately. Someone's waiting for a stalker. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are ahead of me, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go looking through my follow list instead. Resisting the call. Let's go for... You know what? Let's go for Cosmic Wolf. It has been a long time since I've seen one of Cosmic Wolf's streams. If you don't know who Cosmic Wolf is, they are an artist. They do normally, like, big sort of characters, some very hefty boys, so they absolutely love my character, and I understand that. They do some alright peeps. I think they also were responsible for some of Ko the Yoshi's stuff as well, so they're pretty decent. I will get the raid shortly over to them. I hope you'll have a wonderful time with them. And for the raid message, we're going to go with Himbo Raid in all caps. I am going to be using the daddy mote that I have, where it's just, a little bit of a chest bounce and then a belly boom. Hey, Triple M, Maddie Murphy Martin. Hi, welcome. I'm so sorry you're coming to us near the end of the stream, I'm sorry to say. We're going to go raid into Cosmic Wolf as they're doing a bit of art. Everyone else I've seen playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, I feel like is a little bit ahead of me, and I don't exactly want to, drop you guys into Dragon Age the Veilguard with no understanding of, like, what's going on or getting spoiled because I'm not up to that pace. But yeah, I will be back online Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I think I'm on call. I'm not 100% certain, but that won't matter because we're going to be playing a single-player game again. We are going to be going through Astrobot. I got done with Spyro. I am done with the trilogy of platform games from Spyro, so we're going back to Astrobot, which is a platform game on the PlayStation 5, and we're going to see how much more of that we can get done. And we'll have, like, you know, a little look in the library, and, you know, I'll probably take recommendations, perhaps, on games that are in my PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 library that I should play. But otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. All right.